So to continue my homework, I will reaction to my test interpretation. Well, my first test interpretation into English. So, oh my goodness. Let's start. Sorry. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and this is my first test of interpretation into English. So, I don't know how to feel in this moment. I feel so nervous because I think this time could be very fast, and I'm not very well interpretation this type of histories. So let's start.
Who had a shop. There was once a baker who had a shop in a small town in America.
There was a once baker shop who had in a small town in America.
This baker was not a very kind man.
This baker was not a very kind man.
He never gave his customers any more bread than
He never gave his. Okay, so in this moment, I think the story was so faster, really faster, and I I was like literally focused on the story. Well, focus on listening to the story to not make a mistake, you know. But okay, continue. Customers anymore.
necessary for their money, and he
Necessary for their money. Okay, first mistake here. Oh my god, and actually it's the first paragraph, I think so, but it's a start the story. Sorry.
never smiled.
And he never smiled.
But he was a very good baker.
But he was a very good baker.
His bread was the softest bread that you could imagine.
His bread was the softest bread that you could imagine.
Sometimes, customers paid for their bread and started eating it there in the shop.
Sometimes customers pay for their bread and start eating in the shop. Okay, in this part of the video, for me, in my special case, to make with moves with your hands. Let me remember the stories. I don't know if that's normal, but for me, it is.
And his cakes. Mmm.
And his cakes,
His cakes were really delicious.
his cakes were very delicious. Okay, I confuse really with berry.
People came to his shop from all over town.
People came to his shop from all over town.
When they walked down the street, they smelled the
When they walk down in the street, they smell
baker's wonderful bread and his
the baker's wonderful bread?
his delicious cakes, and they walked right into his shop.
His delicious cakes, and they walk right into his shop. Okay, this part it's well, it's very easy, but I don't know if the accent of the man that written the story of I don't know, but I it was complicated to remember that.
But not everyone came inside.
But not everyone came inside.
Some people just stood outside the shop smelling.
Some people just sat outside the shop smelling
And looking in through the windows.
and looking in through the window.
The baker didn't like this.
The baker is like this.
Their stomachs are full, but the smell of my bread,
Their stomachs are full of the smell of my bread.
I'm giving them a free lunch,
I'm giving them a free lunch,
and I get nothing for my hard work.
and I get nothing for my hard work.
He said to himself.
He said to himself.
Perhaps there's some way to put those delicious smells in bottles.
Perhaps there's some way to put those delicious smell in the bottle.
Then I can sell them, just like I sell my bread.
Then I can sell it. Just smell my bread.
One winter morning, very early,
One winter morning, very early,
the baker was in his shop
the baker was in his shop
making bread.
making bread.
He wasn't singing happily while he worked.
He was sleeping. No, he was singing happy. I don't remember it. Sorry.
He was complaining to himself about
He was complaining to himself about. Okay, I have a lot of mistakes because I forget it. What he said. Sorry. Okay.
getting up early,
Getting up
about the
early,
cold weather,
about the cold water,
and about anything that came into his head.
and about anything that came
In the middle of all this, he
in the middle of all this.
looked up and saw someone looking in through the
He looked up and saw someone looking in through
window.
the window.
It was a young man wearing an old coat.
He was a young man wearing an old coat.
He was looking at the baker's bread,
He was looking at the baker's bread
and he was hungry.
and he was hungry.
He was smelling the fresh bread and smiling.
He was smelling the fresh bread and smiling.
When the baker saw him, he felt
When the baker saw him,
very angry.
he felt very
That
angry.
thief outside my...
That thief outside from my shop.
My shop has a...
I add more words that they're not here, so that is a very big mistake. Sorry.
stomach full of the smell of my bread.
Has a stomach full of smell of my bread.
It's a free breakfast.
It's a free
I get
breakfast.
nothing for my hard work.
I get nothing for my hard work.
while he steals my smells.
While he steals my smell.
The man didn't move. He
The man didn't move.
just stood there,
He just stood there.
closed his eyes,
Closed his eyes
and smelt the fresh bread happily.
and smelled the fresh bread.
The baker was really angry now.
I forget. Well, I forgot. I forgot to say happily. I mean, I forgot a lot of words, so that's incredible. The baker was really angry now.
He walked across the shop,
He walked across the shop,
opened the door,
opened
and
the
shouted
door,
at the
shouted at the man,
man.
Pay me!
"Pay me."
Pay you for what?
Pay for you what?
Asked the young man in great surprise.
Ask for the young man,
For the smells that you've stolen.
for the smell that you stolen,
Replied the baker.
replied the baker.
But I've stolen nothing.
But I've stolen nothing.
I'm only smelling the air.
I'm only stealing the air.
Air is free.
Air is free,
Said the hungry young man.
said the younger hungry young man.
It's not free when it's full of the smells from my shop.
It's not free when when it's full of the smells. My shop.
Replied the baker.
Replied.
Pay me now,
Pay me now,
or I'll call the police.
or I call the police.
When the young man didn't pay,
When the young man didn't
the
pay,
baker took him by the coat and pulled
the baker took him by the coat
him through the snow to the judge's house.
and pulled him he through the snow at the judge's house.
He knocked on the door.
He knocked the door.
After a long time,
After
the judge
a long time,
opened the door in his nightclothes.
the young opened the door and sorry, in his night clothes.
He looked at the baker.
Okay, I accept. I had a lot of mistakes, and that was not good for me because I need to practice more. I don't know how to say. Well, I saw that I forgot a lot of words, and or maybe I didn't say it. So this is a big mistake, and I think to practice a lot and to do my best and try again and again and again, for to do better and do it perfect. So that's it. I'm not proud of this video because I don't like it. I don't like it, and I don't know. I don't know how feeling in this moment. I feel weird because I know that I'm not good in this interpretation. Maybe it's because this is my first time to do this type of interpretation, but I think that I could do better, you know. But that's it. Uh, I think this is the end. So thank you for watching and nothing. I hope to see you in a new song, in a new video. Sorry.